about you?
I forgot.
You forgot. That's a damn shame. But you know what? It's not. Because pastor's not teaching us nothing in church.
Right.
Because they have yet to let you know who you are as a people. Because do you know your nationality? No. First of all, black is just a color in a crayon box. That's not a nationality. There's no country called black. Also, African American is not a nationality either. That's two white men. Leo Scipio Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci. Those are two white men. Why do we call ourselves after two white men? Did y'all know that? Do y'all care?
I like history.
Because it's important to know who you are. Because we have been sick ever since we got over here off those slave ships. We have yet to learn our nationality. And listen to what God says. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Read.
The ox knows his owner.
God says that the ox, which is a dumb animal, knows his owner. Read.
And the ass, his master's crib.
And a donkey knows where he lives. You can take a donkey 3 yards down the road and he can still find his way back home. Read.
But Israel.
But what?
But Israel.
Read.
Does not know.
God says the Israelites, God's chosen people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we do what?
Does not know.
We don't know who we are. Read.
My people do not consider.
And our people don't even consider who we are.
Don't come in.
No, pay attention. You're gonna be all right. Our people don't even consider who we are. We go to church every Sunday, but we don't even know who we are. How does that make sense?
All right, but you
It's 2016 and we have no nationality. How are we the only nation of people that have a hyphenated nationality? What the hell is an African American? You can't fly to African America. Ain't no such thing. They just made it up. Some of us predate our nationality. Wasn't African American made in like 1980
1987.
1987, the phrase African American was made. Some of us are older than that. So we have no nationality. We have been removed from our nationality, which is in this Bible. You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Now on this sign, you need to find your tribe. Now give me numbers 1. Because a lot of our sisters and our brothers like to call themselves mixed. Oh, I'm mixed, right? They like to say, I'm part German. I'm part a Native American Indian. I'm black too, but I'm also white. But what does God say? Read.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
Read.
And they declared their pedigree.
They did what?
They declared their pedigree.
So, what is a pedigree, sisters? It said they declared their pedigrees. What is a pedigree? A breed. A breed. What other word would be that? What other word could you use for pedigree, sis? So don't try to look behind. You know I'm talking to you. You know I'm talking to you. You don't know another word? So we got breed, right? What else? Bloodline. Your lineage. Your genealogy, right? Read.
After their families.
After your families. After who?
By the house of their fathers.
By the what?
By the house of their fathers.
This is by the house of your fathers. Why would God say that the seed depends on the father? Wherever you come from is your father. What do you think? Wherever your father is, that's who you are. That's how you got here. What does that mean? What does that mean? Why does your father determine your nationality? Where does the seed come from? I already said it. The father, the sperm, that's the seed. So if you plant an apple seed in China, it's still going to be an apple tree. So if your father's a so-called black man, that makes you a so-called black woman. Are your fathers black? Say it again. What's his father? His father's white. What about his father? He's white. Okay. Well then that's who you are. Now, what about you? Your father's black? Your father's black? What about you?
White.
Your father's white. And so is his father. Okay. Now we have to, this is how we figure out who we are. It don't matter where your mama's from, because the seed comes from the man. You understand? Now go ahead and read that again.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Read.
And they assembled all the congregation together.
Read.
On the first day of the second month.
Come on.
And they declared their pedigrees after their families.
Read.
By the house of their fathers.
By the house of their fathers. Now give me Jeremiah 14:2. Now, the so-called blacks here, we have a nationality that God gave us. It was not black. It was not African American. It's in the Bible. This is our nationality. We are from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
We are the real Jews according to God. The real Jews according to God are black.
Right.
Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Come on.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof language.
Read.
They are black unto the ground.
What color are the Jews?
They are black unto the ground.
What color are the real Jews?
They are black unto the ground.
Now, it says that they are black unto the ground. What color is the ground? Different shades of brown, right? Your shirt is black. You're not black, sis. We different shades of brown, okay? Some lighter, some darker. Some of y'all got white mothers, right? And that's why some of y'all look like that, little light skin. But it depends on where your father's from. If your father's a so-called white man, that makes you a white woman, a white man. If your father's a black man and your mama white, that don't matter. It depends on the father. Y'all understand? Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Read.
Judah mourneth,
Come on.
and the gates thereof language. They are black unto the ground.
They are black unto the ground. You understand? You got any questions, sis? You gone to church before? Say it again. You following? Okay, well, I'm going to be asking y'all some questions. Now, y'all know about slavery. They still teach y'all that in school?
No, they're not.
They don't?
No.
You being sarcastic, aren't you?
No, they don't.
They really don't teach y'all slavery in school?
No, they don't.
That's a damn
Well,
shame.
I'm not in school no more, but no,
They
Okay,
don't
but-
teach kids nowadays about
I
slavery.
heard about that, but I don't know how true that was.
That's true.
Damn.
They
Okay, so
don't.
what do you know about slavery? Nothing, really. So you know of it, you just don't know about it. Okay? Give me Deuteronomy 28. So the slavery is history about our people. About the slave trade that came over here from Africa. They brought us over here in slavery, the so-called blacks, Hispanics and Native Americans. We're all over here in slavery, right? Now the Bible bears witness with that. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. There is a reason why we are in the same condition that we are in today. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Come on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Read.
to observe, to do all his commandments
Come on.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Read.
that all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee.
Brother, you listening? So God says that if we do not listen to his laws that he gave us, that curses would come upon us and overtake us. Now the book of Deuteronomy, those that have been to church or read the Bible before, who was it written to? Who was the book of Deuteronomy written to? Let's figure it out. So we're going to go to the beginning of the book to figure out who we're talking to, who the audience is. Right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto all who?
Unto all Israel.
No, the whole world.
Unto all Israel.
All people.
Unto all Israel.
So he's speaking to who? The Israelites. The Israelites. Y'all understand that? So this Bible is not for everybody, for one. Now give me Deuteronomy 28 again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
So in the book of Deuteronomy 28, it never changed. The audience is the same. He's talking to the Israelites. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If you don't listen to God, read.
to observe,
To
to do all his commandments
all his commandments, read.
and his statutes,
Come on.
which I command thee this day,
Read.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now we said curses would overtake us. Come upon us and overtake us. Now what curses plague the black and Hispanic communities? Give me one. Being poor. Poverty. Okay, what else? Sis. What else? Say it again. Drugs. Okay. What about you, brother? Hatred. These are curses. Read this. 16.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
What does God say?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
He said you will be cursed in the city. Because you disobey my laws, you are going to be cursed in the cities. I will make sure that these cops shoot you down because you disobey my laws. And it's not going to stop. It's going to get worse because we reject God's laws. Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the field.
We cursed in the field in slavery, and then we cursed in the field today on the plantation at work. We still curse. We ain't free. This ain't freedom. Freedom means you run everything. Freedom means you don't have to pay to drive. You don't need gas. You don't need a plane ticket. This ain't freedom. Read.
Cursed shall that be thy basket and thy store.
Poverty, right? That goes into poverty. Now, let's go, look, give me Deuteronomy 28:68. Y'all heard about the slave ships that brought the slaves over here? Some of y'all, I know you did, right? Okay, I'm gonna cue y'all in on some history. Now, they used to teach us in school, right? You can watch Roots, some of the movies that they're coming out with, Nat Turner, yeah, they just came out with the new Roots. All that is prophesied in the Bible. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Stop. It says the Lord will bring the Israelites into Egypt again. Now we just came out of Egypt, right? During the Exodus with Moses. Now, how did we get out of Egypt the first time? Brother, how did we get out of Egypt the first time? We walked out of Egypt, right? So, what does Egypt mean? Say again? It means slavery, bondage. How did you know that? Okay, that's good. You understand that? The Bible's going to bear witness. Give me Exodus 20 and 2.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Come on.
I am the Lord thy God, which hath brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the what?
Out of the house of bondage.
See what they call Egypt? House of bondage or slavery. Because the condition that the Israelites were in was slavery. Right? Now let's go back.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
It says the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt or slavery, bondage again. How?
With ships.
How?
With ships.
How?
With ships.
You understand that? It says we would come into slavery on slave ships. Sister, who did that happen to? You got a little sidetrack, huh? All right, I'm gonna read this again for you, all right? It's all right. It's all right. Listen to this before you go.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
It says he is going to bring you into Egypt or bondage or slavery again, read.
With ships.
With ships. Now, how did we get over here, sis? Slave ships. Who did that happen to? Did that happen to everybody? So who is the Bible talking to? Us. Not everybody. Us. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Read.
Thou shalt see it no more
It says, thou shalt see it no more again. Now, when we got off of those slave ships, what happened over here?
We were bonded.
We were bonded? Okay, what happened? Okay, we were enslaved. Read. All right, read it again.
Thou shalt see it no more
It says,
again.
thou shalt see it no more again. What was the it that we have not seen since we've been over here? Say it again. Israel. That is correct, sis. Israel. We have not seen our homeland because Israel is our homeland. Right. Give me that. Galatians. We are not African. We ain't no Africans. We the Israelites. Right. Read.
The book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
What did God say?
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
No, Africa, which is above, is free.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
Read.
Which is the mother of us all.
Jerusalem is the motherland, according to God. Not Africa. Because we ain't African. We ain't Egyptian either. We the Israelites. You understand? Come on, go back.
And the Lord shall, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Read.
With ships.
With ships, come on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Now the same way that it happened, the way that it was written in the Bible, that happened, right? It happened. So this is accurate. The Bible is biblically and historically accurate. This was prophesied over 3,500 years ago. This is not your average book. This is the true book of prophecies. Right. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And we have yet to see our homeland, which is Israel. Read.
And there.
And there, which is in America. Read.
Ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Sold.
What?
Sold.
Read.
Unto your enemies.
Were we not sold to the enemies? Were we not sold? That happened. Read.
For bondmen.
For slave men.
And bond women.
And bond women. Slave women. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man has been able to save us since. Marcus Garvey tried, failed. Martin Luther King, he definitely didn't try, but he tried too late and failed. Malcolm X failed. The only one that's going to save us out of this condition that we're in is Jesus, the Black Messiah.
Right.
Y'all understand that?
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.